Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how I make these braided chevron bracelets. So for these bracelets, you're going to need 3 colors. You're going to need 3 strands of each color, and you're also going to need about 36 inches of each color. So the first thing I've already done already here, I've just started a little bit of the bracelet so you can see how the pattern's going to go. I just find that it makes it a lot more simpler to follow along with the video once I've made a little bit of the pattern. So what I did first was I tied an overhand knot, like you can see here, and then I braided the end and then tied another overhand knot. And then we're going to just start with the pattern, which is what we're starting off with here, and then we'll finish the whole bracelet. So for this bracelet, I've laid out all the strings by color. So you can see 3, 3, 3, 3 of the gray, blue color, and then the white. So the trick with this bracelet is that you don't want to be working with 2 sides when you're working on the bracelet. And I'll explain what I mean by that. Right now, we're going to start off with the left side of the bracelet and the center. We're going to work on these 2 sections, but we're not going to touch this right side. So we can put that away for now so it doesn't get complicated for you guys to follow along. So now what we're going to do is we're going to tie forward knots onto the 2 strings here. So from the first to the second and third, and then to the fourth, the fifth, and the sixth. So we can start that right now. We're going to do forward knots. And remember, for a forward knot, 2 strings, or not 2 strings, 2 knots that are 2 forward knots are a complete forward knot, if that makes any sense. So doing just 1 knot is not a complete knot. So we're done with the 2 greens. We can put that aside, and then we'll move over to the center. All right, and so 1 more for this row. There we go. So now that we're done with this green, we can put it to the right side, because remember, anything that if we're working on the left side, we're not going to be touching things on the right. So that's why I'm putting it here, so we do not mistakenly tie a knot on it. So now what we're going to do is we're going to pick up our second string here. Now it's our first, but we're going to do forward knots on the next 4 strings here, and not on the right side. And 1 more knot on the last string here. There we go, and then we can put that to the right side. Okay, now we're going to start off with the last green and finish off with that one, and we're going to do forward knots on the remaining 3 colors here. Oh, not 3 colors, the 3 strings. So the gray here. So and last knot here. Alrighty, so that's it for that side. So that's the first step of this bracelet. Okay, now we're gonna put this left side aside, and we're gonna focus on the right side. So remember, when we're focusing on the left, then we're not touching the right. But now we're going to focus on the right side, but we're not going to touch the left side. Okay, so now we can separate all the strings. So we have 3 green and the 3 white. So now we're going to be doing backward knots on all of the strings here, not on the gray, but just on the second, the third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. So basically it's what we did on the other side, but we're just doing backward knots. And then last one on the green string, so backward knots, 1 and 2. And then again, what I like to do is just place it on the left side because we're not going to be working with that. And now we can start off with the second white string. And again, we're going to be doing backward knots on all of the remaining string on the right side. So right now we have 4 remaining. We're going to do 2 backward knots on each of the strings till we get to the center. Alrighty, so that's the last one there. And then we have the actual last string we're working with. So that was the second last actually. Okay, so now we're going to do backward knots in all of the green until we get to the center. We're almost there, guys. There we go. Now we put that to the center, and then we continue with the first part of the video. So now that we've done the left and then we've done the right side, we're going to focus again on the right side because that's how a braid goes. You're going back and forth between both sides. So now that we're done with the left side, we can put the right side to the side, and then we're going to focus again on doing forward knots all the way to the center, and then we're going to focus on the middle section, right side to the center. So that's basically it, guys. This is how the pattern looks like. It's actually very simple to make. Again, one of those kind of mindless type of patterns, but it looks really pretty. So that's it for today, guys. If you have any more questions, any requests for other videos, any tutorials you'd like to see, send them down below and comment down below. Comment, rate, and comment, like, and subscribe. Thank you. Bye-bye.